Hey guys, little Troy again. Back with another update on Project SteppinWolf. Last video, well, the last SteppinWolf video, I could not get it to start. I had parked it for about a month and a half, right around Thanksgiving. I parked it. It was running great. Put new front springs under it, came back, would not start, or actually it started up, idled for maybe a few minutes, started missing really bad, died, and then after that it would act like it was starting. It would run on like one or two cylinders for a few minutes, or for a few seconds, and then it'd die. Could not figure out what was wrong with it. Just, I made sure all the coils were firing, checked all the fuses, data log, actually I couldn't even do anything with data log because it wouldn't run long enough. I finally ended up just, pretty much I was starting to give up, asking for other people's opinion. It just didn't make sense, it was running great. Park it for about a month and a half while I'm doing suspension work, come back, won't run. We actually found the problem, and the guy who figured it out he just pulled up in my yard. He's sitting out there now. That's John. He works for Lokar. He does all my fabrication work. He's actually a welder at Lokar, so if you buy any Lokar pedals or shifters, chances are he's the one that welded it. Those great welds that everybody thinks are machine welds are actually John. So anywho, I put new plugs in it. I've recently installed a nitrous system, so I thought, well, this is a great time to pull the plugs. The first, put 2 steps colder plugs in it. So the first time I pulled the plugs, I noticed they were just soaking wet, dripping, and that's what made me think maybe the coils weren't firing, because all the plugs were soaked. So I put the nitrous plugs in. We even tried different ECUs, same problem. Well, my buddy John, who's about to walk over here, he came up here, and after we tried to start again, he wanted me to pull the plug again. So I pulled a plug and I pulled it out, and I showed it to him. I said, see, look, man, it's just soaking wet with gas. And he's like, yeah, it's dripping. And then he kind of looked at the plug, and hey, John, come on, I'm just making a YouTube video. Actually, I was just talking about you. So anyway, he said, hold on a second, let me see that damn thing. So I handed the plug over to him, and he smelled it, and he's like, dude, that's not gas, that's water. So it was pretty obvious at that point what was going on. So say hi to everybody.
Hey everybody.
That's John. That's the guy I've been talking about, the Lokar welder. Anyway, so it was pretty obvious what was going on. Checked the gas tank, and yeah, the whole bottom of the gas tank was full of water somehow. I'm not sure if it happened. I'd actually put about $15 worth of gas in it right before I parked it, and there was an article right around Thanksgiving, which is when I parked it, where a couple gas stations had a problem with they'd had a lot of water in their gas. People's cars were breaking down. So I'm thinking either A, I just happened to hit one of those gas stations, or B, somebody's fucking with me and came over here and poured some water in my tank. Not sure which one. I do know I got a little hand pump. I was trying to pump all the water out of the bottom of the tank, and because the water separated to the bottom. So after I pumped about 2.5 gallons of water out of the bottom of the tank, I decided that wasn't going to work. So anyway, I dropped the tank. We poured all the water out of it into these jugs. I'm hoping to somehow separate it later. Hey, just make yourself at home there, brother.
Sure, why not?
I'm cleaning out the tank. Actually, John doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to try to talk him into doing a little fabrication work on the fuel injection baffles. But anyhow, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Anyway, so you know, we took the fuel pump, set it in some gas instead of in, you know, the gas tank, or instead of in the water in the gas tank, and she fired right up, and after a few minutes, all the water getting out of the lines, she was running good again. So just got to get the gas tank remounted, and while I'm at it, shout out to 76 C10. His name's Rodney. He has hooked me up with a Walbro 450 pump. So that's going in there. I previously just had a stock fuel pump in the tank, and I'm pretty sure that, you know, between this cam 6.0 and the nitrous I'm running, that that pump's just not going to be able to supply enough fuel. So thank you, Rodney, for the fuel pump.
It'll support it right up to the point that it blows up.
Yeah, that it will. It did okay on the 50 shot, but you know, I'm going to be going on up to a 125 shot, so I just want to make sure I've got plenty of fuel. So now that that's covered, only other update really that I have is I installed this rolling lock bed cover. Did it primarily for aerodynamic reasons, higher speeds. The rear end was floating a little bit, so this bed cover was actually made for the late model step sides, the mid to late 90s Silverado. That's what it came off of. I was able to adapt the brackets, slot them out, and I think it looks pretty good on there actually. I'm pretty happy with it. But anyway, I'm going to get back on this fuel tank, and hopefully I'll have a driving video soon, so
Hey,
stay tuned. Hey, what?
You said for aerodynamic reasons. You do realize that thing's shaped like a brick, right?
Yeah, I know. That's it's the Aero Brick. I'm gonna rename it. We're gonna step away from SteppinWolf and just start calling it the Aero Brick.
There you go.
But anyway, guys, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you think it's fucking retarded, hit the dislike button. But
No, don't hit the dislike button.
hit the dislike button. I don't care, as long as they hit something.
Hey, if for no other reason, you have a celebrity on there, so hit like. You know?
Yeah, there you go. There's my celebrity. That's John with Lokar. Like I said, guys, he's our primary welder there. So if you've bought some Lokar pedals or shifters or anything, and you're like, wow, man, look at those nice machine welds. It's not a machine. That's the machine right there.
Right here. That's actually what the tech guys at the shop call me, is the machine.
The machine.
Yep.
Yeah, he pumps that stuff out and lays beautiful little dime welds. So anyway, guys, like I said, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. If you don't like it, then, you know, fuck you, I don't care, but at least hit dislike. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.